Hey everybody, this is Julius of the Goat Movie Podcast. I'm here to reintroduce a series of videos, a weekly series of videos that were on our old channel. These are the What If discussions, where we discuss different points in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and drastically change them, seeing how the universe as a whole would be affected. These videos started back in 2019 in anticipation for the What If series now on Disney+. I'm joined by a variety of different guests where we talk about these different instances and scenarios. We're going to release them weekly like we did beforehand, and we hope you enjoy them. Obviously, a lot of these discussions became episodes, so it's going to be fun to compare and contrast then to what we have now. Enjoy the content, the conversation. Have a good one, stay safe, and goodbye. What's happening, everybody? My name is Julius.
And I'm Angel.
Angel, what is the question for this episode?
What if Ultron won in Avengers Age of Ultron?
Yeah, man.
What if he claimed victory?
It'd be terrible for the human race.
Oh, man.
He just laid a whole meteor down on civilization.
We get that world of metal.
Yeah, all that survived
Tony
was
wanted,
a world of metal. And, you know, Ultron has kind of been criticized for being a bit underdeveloped as a villain in terms of his motivation, why he wants to do things, what is next for him. Mm-hmm. For me, it is someone who wants to please his creator, and he kind of lost his way in doing so. When it comes to his idea of laying waste to civilization, it's definitely something that is based in nihilism and definitely based in cynicism. And I think that to think about what could happen after he wins would be interesting, because he would have like still a whole army of himself. He'd be stuck by himself, you know? So I wonder how he would play up on his values. I wonder if his personality would change after he kills his father, all of humanity. Humanity is what made him. I wonder how his outlook on life would change at that point. You know, I think that would be a really interesting character study if Ultron did win, because he's sarcastic like his dad. He's a futurist in ways that his dad is. He is kind of cruel in ways that his father is, and it would be a really interesting future to see if he had lived and won in I was about to say Endgame, Age of Ultron. Mm-hmm. You know, what do you think?
Well, because they gave him personality and they made him similar to Tony Stark, Ultron, if he would have won, and we're talking about the future, like the whole world of metal and stuff, and nobody's around, then I think he would have learned the hard way that he was wrong in the end. He would feel like there is no point in his existence, and I think he would self-destruct. That's what I think he would learn. Because his motivation was, hey, these people are doomed. They're killing themselves. I'm going to save them from themselves and wipe them all out so they don't have to worry about it no more. That was his whole thing. And I love the whole open dialogue between Ultron and Vision in the very end. That to me is what the whole movie is about. You know, you can see the world one way, which is it's pointless. You know, very much like Dr. Manhattan. Right. It's pointless. Nothing really matters. The body counts. Who cares? You know. But Vision is on the other side of the spectrum. He's like, look, you're right on one thing. People do have order and chaos as opposites, but they're not. You need both of them. But the thing is, when it comes to humans' failures, you can find grace in it. You can learn from it. You can grow. You know, you don't have to limit it. You don't have to destroy it. We can always grow as people. And that's what I find beautiful about them. Yeah. That's Vision's perspective. And that to me is like the way to go. Ultron doesn't see it, hasn't learned it, but in a world where he wins, I feel like he will learn that the hard way. Especially if he starts to create life after himself. We saw him do that with Vision. We saw him create Vision. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming he would create more Visions, different versions of them. They would begin to evolve and stuff. They would get more complex with their thoughts, with their dreams. They'll start killing each other. And he'll realize that people are flawed. The subconscious, the thought, the mind, it's flawed. Nobody's perfect. It's broken. You can't be perfect. Right. And he'll learn that the hard way, and he'll self-destruct and destroy his world. he'll throw a rock at it again. It's an ongoing pattern.
Yeah.
It won't stop, and he'll learn that.
It'd be a really amazing way to end his character. I think
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's psychotic.
I think he's very stubborn also.
Yeah.
So I think he'd go out of his way to try to prove himself right. Even if he realizes he's wrong, he'd be like, no, there's another way of proving I'm right. And in doing that, I think that he would go to space.
Yeah.
He would travel.
Yeah.
He would go to other places and try to do it again on other civilizations.
Whoa.
And he would meet up with like a bunch of different races, try to learn from them and then destroy them. It would be like a very disturbing version of Star Trek.
Yeah.
He'd probably go to places like Xandar, Ego maybe.
Yeah.
But I know for one thing, he would run into Thanos.
Oh my god.
Because he would be doing what Thanos is, except Thanos has mercy.
Mm-hmm.
He does, mercy. But, he only wipes out half of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Ultron wipes out everything.
Yeah.
So that already puts Ultron on Thanos' list of people he has to take out.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, he has to take him out. And here he comes encountering this sophisticated piece of machinery that has probably been updated and evolved as, he goes through the cosmos and meets up with different civilizations. He would definitely, Ultron, meet up with people like Ronin, the Kree, the Black Order, and then like Gamora even, and then eventually he'd run into Thanos.
Man.
And they would have such an interesting dynamic together. Like, we already look at the relationship between Tony Stark and Thanos. It's very special, I'd say. They're both filled with ego and self-purpose. Here we have Tony Stark times 10, just evil with Ultron.
Yeah.
And that would be an amazing...
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing relationship.
Yeah, and Tony and Thanos, they also have, sacrifice that they're dealing with. Just their own versions of it.
Yeah.
It's two different perspectives. It's something that the MCU does exceptionally well, where they're dealing with characters who, in a way, think similar, but they just see so differently, And I love seeing the parallels between, Vision or Ultron or Thanos and Tony Stark. It's really crazy to see.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, before Ultron left Earth, imagine him raising kids, bro. Like, if they acted out, he would chop their arms off and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he would realize
he'd pull a Thanos
this ain't right.
and replace them with machinery.
Yeah.
He'd do that type. They're very similar.
Yeah.
And I think that Ultron would hear about why Thanos is going around and be like, wait a minute. What are Infinity Stones?
Yeah.
And he'd be on his own crusade. It could be a cool little race to each stone.
Yeah.
And Thanos gets one. Ultron gets one. It would be interesting to see what Ultron would have to sacrifice to get the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
That would be a really interesting, look into his mindset. There's so much to happen with this idea.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's any possibility that they would go with this as an actual episode? Or is it too nihilistic? Is it too cynical to be put out there?
No, I think I could totally see this happening. I was also thinking about, like, another version of this. Like, if he won, if he was able to strike the meteor on Earth, I feel like there would be some surviving Avengers. The strongest ones, like Thor,
the Hulk,
Scarlet Witch, maybe Hulk. I was actually thinking in my what if that, like, Hulk died.
Oh.
He tried to carry the meteor or something, but the impact was just so drastic and he wasn't angry enough, and it actually ended up killing him with the blast and stuff. So the survivors would be Vision, Scarlet Witch, Thor, and then, the whole rest of the world is wiped out, except for those who are more evolved, the mutants.
Oh.
So I think we would see the mutants trying to take down Ultron with Scarlet Witch, with Thor, with Vision.
Magneto's just like really happy.
Yeah. Magneto is hella happy. He's like, wait a minute. This
I
guy's
can
full of
chill
metal.
now.
I got this, y'all. Chill out, Xavier. Just stay at the house. Wolverine, go get him a damn pizza. I got this covered, guys. But no, I would think that'd be a really cool way to bring out the mutants out of hiding, because it's out of force. There's nobody else left, and the world needs saving and, frankly, repopulating. So handle some business. And yeah, I mean, because they were in hiding, they're further evolved, so something like that they could save themselves from. You know, like I could picture Jean just saving the mutants, protecting them from the blast, or like Kitty Pryde holding on to her, and then Jean Grey passing over that power to all mutants around the world so that they phase through the blast. That's really cool.
Yeah, I definitely see.
Magneto would have a field day.
Well, he'd just be happy. He's like, Ultron did my work for me. Ultron did it before I could. Yeah. Damn it. But I could definitely see Ultron headed to Asgard.
Yeah.
And meeting up with Loki and trying to maybe even cut a deal with him.
Yeah.
He's like, look, listen, I know you have this stone that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me, and you can just keep on keeping on with Asgard.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't mean it, but he has to conquer Asgard.
Yeah.
And then Thor's like, what? You know what would be crazy? What would be crazy?
What would?
Is if, let's say, Thor, Scarlet Witch, and Vision, they live.
Yeah.
They travel space together looking for Ultron, kind of this Infinity War thing. We know that Vision is worthy, so they could go to Nidavellir and make a weapon for the Vision.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah. Or just like, hey, take this. Yeah. And then he gets like what's it called? Thunderstrike, or is that what?
Yeah, Thunderstrike.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
The mallet you throw is like it looks kind of flat and stuff. Thunderstrike.
The one he
from
got.
Ultimates.
No, the one he got from Infinity War.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, that one. He gets. I don't know who Thunderstrike is, but
Thunderstrike is the ultimate hammer, I think, right?
I don't know, dude.
Not the axe and hammer, but it looks like a mallet.
Well, he gets something like that, and he gives Vision his own Mjolnir.
Dude.
And then they just, they look for friggin' Ultron.
That would be wicked.
Go to Asgard and take him down. Be like, okay, bitch, it's time. That'd be really sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, here's something to think about. Maybe the impact of the meteor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since it devastates the planet. Maybe, right? It doesn't just affect that plane of reality.
Mm-hmm.
It could affect the quantum realm. And this could trigger the return of Janet Van Dyne. Who's experienced, who has powers, who helps people evolve.
Yeah.
Maybe she could help birth the human race again.
Mm-hmm.
Bring life to the planet once again, because since she has those healing powers.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, I could see coming in like, what the hell just happened? Because that those places are protected.
Yeah. Namor being upset there was a current.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is the birth of a whole new team of Avengers now.
Yeah.
Because they have to avenge and go after Ultron.
Yeah. Avengers Extinction.
Yeah, we got people like you know what? We got people like Thor, Scarlet Witch, The Vision, Doctor Strange, and probably Mordo.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Namor, even. That's like 5 people right there.
Yeah.
Who are looking for Ultron right now. Maybe some mutants or something.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, holy crap.
Yeah.
This is a big spectacle of a what if. I think this might be the biggest one we've done.
Yeah, probably. Imagine Ultron rolling up on Norrin Rad's planet.
Yeah.
And Norrin Rad's like, this is the wrong planet, buddy.
Yeah, you came to the wrong planet. Ultron actually does end up meeting with the Guardians.
Wow.
Does meet up and with Galactus or something.
Uh-huh.
The Nova Corps. Like, everyone's coming for him because he's trying to do this all over the place.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel would come back like, what the hell happened to Earth?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That'd be sick. Oh, man. Is there anything else you want to say about this what if?
I think it's our most ambitious one yet.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
this is the one I want to see an episode of the most.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Right?
It's limitless,
Yeah. Ultron. I just want to see him again.
Yeah. James Spader?
I think he'll be coming back.
Yeah.
I think
in what form?
Didn't we see his head at the end of Age of Ultron somewhere? Being put somewhere? Or no?
His head showed up in Homecoming.
Homecoming, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's still a piece of him, I think he could be initiated again.
Yeah, that's weird that that head exists when the whole idea of the end of Age of Ultron is like, we need to destroy every copy.
Yeah.
And then here's this head. So yeah, that could signify his return.
He's just too good of a villain.
Yeah.
To get away. He's my favorite Marvel villain.
Yeah.
Not MCU villain because I think Thanos is mine, but he's my favorite Marvel villain because he is so psychotic and there is no sympathy there. The version in the comics would be very different. For my what if version of Ultron, because the version in the comics,
Skynet
just wouldn't give a crap. Like there is no feeling there. Like it just wants to roll and stay on the entire time.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, hey, here's an idea I think you'll love. Let's say that everything is happening the way we say it, but Sokovia is still destroyed. We get the return of Zemo.
Oh my god!
But this time he's like, okay, I gotta team up with these Avengers to take that dude down. And we know what Zemo can do.
I did hacking in high school. Sokovia High.
Sokovia High. Yeah, dude, that would be pretty nuts. Him going to space.
No, we get Victor Von Doom
strategizing.
Coming in too, bro. We get Victor Von Doom coming in.
Yeah.
Maybe he survived.
This is a nutty one, dude.
Yeah.
There's so much to do with Ultron.
Nutty.
All right, everybody. My name is Julius.
I'm Angel.
It's been 3 years of the GOAT podcast. We've been doing this for 3 years, so please subscribe so we get to 3,000, and then after we will get to 30,000, or else, I mean, we can just make Ultron right now. Meteor to the ground. And, I'm excited. I really want an episode of the show about this.
Me too.
Let's do it. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. The GOAT podcast is proof you don't have to look any further for movie news, reviews, trailer reactions, or special discussions. Subscribe, get notified about what's going on, and I promise you'll be entertained by our daily content on YouTube. If you want more, we're on Twitter at GOAT Film Podcast, Instagram The GOAT Podcast, and the GOAT Movie Group on Facebook. Get connected with us, see what's happening, and make sure to love it while you're doing so.